Do you ever notice how the ultra-wealthy, the old money crowd, aren't decked out in designer logos from head to toe? No flashy monograms, no giant letters scrawled across their chests? But this isn't just a quirky fashion choice or a desire to go against the grain. Today, I'm going to dive into why people from old money backgrounds avoid wearing logos, and how this reflects deeper values like discretion, humility, and self-assurance. Let's break it down. Number 1, discretion over display, the art of blending in. In the world of old money, wealth isn't something to flaunt, it's something to live with, quietly and comfortably. You won't find someone with generational wealth feeling the need to shout their status from the rooftops. For them, wearing a loud logo is the equivalent of bragging, and that's simply not how they've been raised. Discretion is one of the most important values in old money circles. They value blending in more than standing out. Think about it. If you know who you are and where you come from, you don't need a designer brand to validate that. Old money individuals have long understood that wearing logos or obvious designer pieces can come off as trying too hard, something that they tend to avoid. The philosophy here is simple. If you're confident in your wealth and status, there's no need to prove it. That's why they are attracted by timeless, understated clothing that allows them to go about their day without drawing unnecessary attention to their wealth. Number 2, confidence in identity, knowing you don't need to prove anything. Speaking of confidence, old money people have an unshakable sense of self. They've grown up in a world where their family's name and reputation carry more weight than any designer logo ever could. This deep-rooted confidence in their identity means that they don't feel the need to signal their affluence through what they wear. Their lifestyle, the circles they move in, and the legacy they carry are already powerful enough statements. They know that true wealth speaks for itself. They don't need to drape themselves in logos to prove that they can afford them. Many in old money circles see wearing flashy brands as something for those who are new to wealth. For old money, they've already made it, and they're comfortable enough in their skin that they don't need external validation. This level of self-assurance is a massive factor in why old money avoids logos. Their confidence is internal, not external. Number 3, focus on craftsmanship, not labels, quality over hype. Another key point, old money individuals are all about craftsmanship. They're not interested in what's trendy or what's being marketed as the latest must-have item. Their closets are filled with pieces that have stood the test of time. We're talking bespoke suits tailored to perfection, hand-stitched handbags that feel like butter to the touch, or meticulously crafted shoes with soles that seem to last forever. These are the kind of pieces that don't just look good, they feel good. They tell a story, they're built to last, and they've been designed to age gracefully over time. They appreciate the art behind clothing. It's the way a suit is cut, how a handbag is stitched, the softness of the fabric, or the weight of a well-made shoe. For them, the value lies in the craftsmanship and the material, not in having a brand name emblazoned across it. Logos simply aren't necessary because the item's worth is in its construction, its durability, and its timelessness. You won't find them chasing trends because, to them, true luxury is found in owning pieces that can be worn for decades, passed down through generations, and still look impeccable. And guess what? None of those pieces need a logo to make a statement. Number 4, rejection of mass-market luxury, exclusivity over popularity. Here's another thing. Logos are often tied to mass-market luxury. Brands use logos as a way to sell to the masses, to make luxury more accessible. Now, and while that might sound like a good thing, old money circles see it differently. To them, mass-market luxury feels a bit diluted. It's luxury, but it's luxury for everyone, and that's not their game. They lean toward exclusivity. Custom-made items, rare finds, pieces that aren't available to just anyone who walks into a store. When you come from generational wealth, you value unique things that tell a story and that can't be bought by just anyone with a credit card. The key here is that these exclusive items don't need a logo to assert their value. The absence of a logo often indicates a higher level of craftsmanship and exclusivity. It is the ultimate rejection of consumerism and mass market trends. Old money's disdain for logos ties back to their desire for rare, one-of-a-kind pieces that no one else can easily replicate. Number 5. Cultural norms of subtlety. Elegance in low profile. In high society, subtlety is everything. You don't want to be the person who walks into a room and makes everyone feel uncomfortable by showing off. Wearing logos can come off as crass, a bit too on the nose, and almost always signals new money. For old money, it's about maintaining a low profile while exuding elegance in the most understated ways possible. They don't need a flashy designer logo to indicate their status. Instead, they express their wealth through their behavior, their demeanor, and their quiet elegance. Their clothes are refined, but not attention-seeking. Their accessories are valuable, but not obvious. It's a way of life that prioritizes subtlety and class over ostentation. There's a certain elegance in not feeling the need to announce your wealth to the world. It's like being in on a secret that only a select few can recognize. Old money individuals walk through life with the quiet assurance that their wealth and status are known to those who need to know, and invisible to everyone else. It's a delicate balancing act of remaining sophisticated without ever being showy. Number 6. Value of timelessness. Investing in longevity. One of the defining principles of the old money style is the investment in timeless pieces, those that never go out of fashion. Logos, by contrast, are often linked to fleeting trends. They rise and fall with the ebb and flow of consumer desires, each season bringing a new it brand or must-have item. But old money fashion stands apart from these cycles. It's about longevity, both in terms of aesthetics and durability. Old money wardrobes are built around clothing that's made to last. Imagine an impeccably tailored coat that has been worn for decades, but still looks as stylish and elegant as it did on day one. Or a leather bag, softened and weathered with time, yet exuding quality in every stitch. The well-made shoes, handmade with care, have been resolved multiple times, but they maintain their structure and craftsmanship. These pieces are designed to transcend the temporariness of trends, embodying instead a classic elegance that never fades. For them, logos are unnecessary because true luxury doesn't need a brand label to be recognized. Their style is rooted in tradition, materials, and construction that outlasts generations, unaffected by the whims of the fashion world. There's a deep satisfaction in knowing that a garment will not only serve them for years, but can also be passed down, creating a sense of legacy. While others chase the next trend, old money understands that the true value of clothing lies in its ability to endure, age gracefully, and remain relevant long after the logo-heavy garments of today have been forgotten. Number 7. Distaste for conspicuous consumption. Wealth is lived, not flaunted. Old money individuals live by the idea that wealth is something to be experienced privately, not flaunted publicly. This mentality goes back generations, where families were taught to keep a low profile and avoid drawing unnecessary attention to their wealth. In contrast to the modern see and be seen culture, where logos and designer pieces are flaunted on social media, old money sees this as crass. To them, real wealth is a quiet thing, lived through experiences, family traditions, and quality investments, not something to be shown off through a logo or flashy item. And number 8, avoiding the fashion cycle, a wardrobe for life. Logos are often associated with fast-moving trends and seasonal changes in style. Old money isn't interested in swapping out their wardrobe every 6 months to keep up with the latest look. Instead, they invest in items that will last them a lifetime. Their wardrobes are carefully curated with classic, timeless pieces that are immune to the fashion cycle. Logos, in contrast, often represent a brand's current direction or trend, which may quickly go out of style. By avoiding logos, old money individuals maintain a wardrobe that is built for the long haul. In the end, it's not just about what they wear, it's about how they live. True wealth doesn't shout, and neither do they. So, how are you planning on improving your dressing sense with these lessons? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to respond to every single one. Like and subscribe if you love old money elegance and understated fashion. And if you don't subscribe, it means I'll just have to wait another day to onboard you. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one.